Well, how can you set yourself up for a successful new year? According to success coach Teri, here with us now, it is all about setting goals and creating the mental space to make those goals happen.
Teri, there is anything specific we should be doing to unlock 2025 with vision and purpose? Because we did talk about the ones that Coloradans are looking into.
Yeah, I know. I think that's really exciting. And here's the thing is, I think sometimes when we set resolutions, what happens is depending on what our previous programming was, that will help, that programming, if it's not supporting us, will help us self-sabotage our success. And that's why only 3% of people who, write down their resolutions actually make it. So
you're trying to make a new habit, but you're so used to going against that.
I know. So today we're going to be talking about really setting ourselves up for success. And really, the first step is really reevaluating and connecting with what worked and what didn't work with last year, really taking that time for reflection, because I think sometimes we just kind of cruise into oh, thank and we're into the new year, but really taking some time for reflection.
What does that reflection look like when you're doing that?
Yeah, so I always look at, I actually created something for your listeners
please
today.
show us.
Yes.
You did so great.
So I am happy to gift this to all your listeners, but look at this.
Well, that's thick.
I know, but it has so many juicy things in it. So taking a look at what's working, what's not working, I created different aspects of your life.
It's like a workbook.
I know. So I'm happy to gift this. Either direct message me or send me an email at Terry@talkingwithteri, and I will get this in your hands as well. But a reflection on personal growth and self growth and personal awareness. A question might be what challenges did you face and how did you help you grow? Sections into achievements and successes. What accomplishments were you most proud of, big or small? And so these go into various different reflection exercises. In lessons learned, what's the biggest mistake or setback you experienced, and what valuable lesson did you learn from it? And so you can go through, reflect, do a solid reflection on 2024. And then we set up, and I've shown this on your show before, but going into, with that information, then going into looking at your targets for the various aspects of your life. And then what I say is a 10 to 10. So 10 minutes, fill this out, and then wait 2 days, then come back to it, spend 10 more minutes on it, and then take a highlighter and pick out 1 to 2 for each of the areas of your life that you would like to focus on in 2025.
Do you feel like writing it down though also helps you achieve it? Because it's on paper, you wrote it down, it's actually out there.
You can see it.
Yes,
visualize.
And that's one of the challenges that we have, is that when we set the resolutions, we kind of set it and forget it, but we've got to be really active and proactive with it. What are our intentions with activate it every single day? How do we come in contact with that and really set the intentions daily with it?
What's your top piece of advice for somebody who wants to see changes in the new year? They want to start the new year off right with meeting their goals and getting to that purpose, but they are just lost and they don't know where to begin.
I would say
for a friend, right?
Yes,
I mean for a friend,
And by friend I mean me.
Yeah.
Because I'm lost.
Yes. Well, I think it's really getting clear on what you desire. So often we will tell ourselves what we don't desire, and so getting clear on what is it that we are speaking, because our words matter. And so what are you speaking life into? What is that targets? And right here, where do you put these so they're up front and center, so that you're interacting with these every single day, so that you're making small incremental steps towards your achieving your targets.
Oh, that's so good, speaking it. Because I've noticed sometimes me will be me to me, and how I speak to myself is how I feel about myself, and is how I feel overall. So speaking the good, even when it's kind of difficult.
Yes, right. And I love asking generative questions. So I'll always ask how much better can it get? And so whether we perceive something as negative, how much better can it get? Or we perceive something as positive, you're out there on your incline, how much better can it get? So asking that simple question will also help bring in some more of that new energy.
All right, well, Teri, coming up a little bit later, we're going to be doing vision boards, how to create your vision boards, how to project that into 2025. We're excited for that coming up here with Talking with Teri. We'll be back soon with a little bit more advice, like we said. If you're interested, make sure you head on over to her website, follow her on social media, send her a DM, get yourself a New Year workbook.